Hey guys, welcome to Making Beats Volume 3 with me, Dan D, at musicmarketing.ca. Right now, this is my kick, and here's my compressor settings if you guys want to try it out. -15, ratio 6 gain to 8. And this is my EQ settings where I peak at 100. Here's a difference. This is the frequency where it really hits when it's being played loud, where you can really feel it. It's also connected to a peak controller sidechained to my bass, so that every time my kick hits, my bassline goes down. You'll see when you understand when you see it. This is my claps. Here are my settings, EQ settings. Peaked at about 2K. Cutoff filter is about 100. Slope is really high. Yeah, there's a difference for you. Here are my compressor settings for my clap. It's -15, ratio 6 to 1, and I gain up 15, so it's really making up there. Here's my reverb. That's what it sounds like. It's not much. In the mix, it's really faint. I also have a stereo shaper, just to give that ear candy up on both sides. Comes out on the left, right. This is the second snare clap. A lot of reverb on it. Here's my snare. -17, ratio 6 to 1. I think gain about 10, about 13. Peaked at about 250. It's where its fundamental frequency is at. So really want to hit that hard. Also have the stereo shaper as well for that ear candy. As you can see, center, delay to the right a bit, actually a lot. Here are my percussion. Lot of some wood smacking, lots of hi-hats, 4 different kinds on their own separate rhythms. Got a shaker there. Here's my groove. Now I'm gonna add some swing. Listen to the difference. Give it that 90s house feel. I'm gonna leave it at 50%. Here's this bass line I was talking about. Now this is sidechained to my kick, vice versa, and every time my kick hits, my bass line will drop at a certain frequency. Also, you can see here my pluck. My pluck knob is linked to the same controller, and it's basically linked to an LFO, and it's just rising and decreasing. There you go. You can hear it when it gets to the more intricate stuff. It gets a lot more sharper, more harsh. Here are my settings. Here's my EQ. Some slow slopes at around 400. That's about it. Had a sound godizer powered by Maximus. Let's leave it at halfway through on setting A. And here's the controller in which my kick is connected to. So notice that. Here we go. See, it drops around 130, 140. So that the frequencies don't interfere with each other. All my kicks do that. So you can have a nice clean kick. Here's another bass line to give that little swing feel. Now, using that swing knob doesn't work, so you have to do this manually. I set the quantize to 1/4, and I just moved it a bit. Made it kind of like late. Kind of South Asian twist. So here is my main synthesizer. It's just my house bass, pitched up an octave. Is the rhythm. Here's some slow strings, just to put some atmosphere in my instrumental during the verses and the chorus as well, actually. And those are the chords, just E into B flat, B minor. Here's some funky keys for you. As well as some atmosphere keys for the chorus. Same keys, now the frequency at a different, more higher. So there you go. So the chorus becomes a little more intense now. So here's my main chorus melody lead. It's a wobble lead with the release set to really long. So every button I press, it sounds a little trippy. Here's the difference. So there's no release on this one, and then lots of release, or slow release rather. Who remembers this beat? Made for fun. Come on, weekend. All right, so here's my melody for the chorus. And here's my song put together. So this is what I mean when the kick, with the kick in the bass. Watch see that? Goes down every time the kick hits. Probably use this in one of my next songs. So a little bit of mastering here. Check out the difference just with a simple preset. I'm gonna tweak it a bit. Dreze. Well, that is my Electro Blues beat. I hope you guys learned a whole lot about a few tools and what they do. And thanks for watching Making Beats, Volume 3. I'll see you in Volume 4.